Yo, what's up everyone? It's Haikai. In today's video, I'm just going to be telling a story time about how my mom found out I smoke. So, for a little background, at the time I really wasn't smoking flower at all. I had smoked flower maybe like 2 or 3 times. Could count it on my hands how many times I've smoked flower. I was smoking cartridges like Stizzies every single day though. I thought I was so slick hiding that shit, being so concealed, because Stizzies really aren't, they don't smell that much. They really, if you know how to keep it down, you can keep down the smell of the Stizzy and keep it pretty low key. And that was my favorite part about cartridges. I loved how low key they were. They didn't smell that much, and I could just smoke them wherever pretty much, right? 420 comes around, and they're having a deal with the delivery service that I always get with, and they gave me 7 grams of flour with my order. And I was like, fuck it. You know what? I think it's time to try out some flour. I was just always so scared of coming home smelling like weed, because I just knew my mom would immediately know that I smell like weed. She just has a nose like a dog. Because even sometimes she would smell the carts and I would really just have to play it off like, oh no, I just sprayed some Febreze or some shit. Because some of the Stizzy carts are kind of like fruity smelling. They're not really like gas or like weed smelling. So you could really get away with the Stizzies. But like I said, I kind of really wanted to try out some flour, and it was 420, and I was like, fuck it, give me that 7 grams. But I was an idiot because I didn't have a piece, I didn't have any papers, no bowl, no nothing. I was just kind of thinking to myself, what could I do that won't smell? And I was like, oh, perfect, edibles. Edibles won't smell at all. They're just like food, you know, nothing crazy. Well, little was I wrong. They smell way worse than like taking 10 bong rips in the kitchen. It smells horrible, bro. And I just really didn't think they would smell that bad. So I started researching some videos on how to make edibles, and I pretty much figured it out within like 30 minutes. It was pretty self-explanatory. It wasn't too hard. So I remembered halfway through making the edibles that I need to go to the dentist, and I was like, fuck, I don't think I'm going to be able to leave these in the oven the whole time. I don't know how long it's going to take. So in the back of my mind, I was like, you know, I could just text my friend to come over, the one that's going to be picking me up from the beach. I'll be like, yo, can you just go to my house a little bit before, turn off the ovens for the edibles so we can take them later, right? Because he only lived like maybe 2 minutes away from my house. So I didn't really feel too bad for asking him. And he was like, yeah, for sure. I got you, bro. But what I forgot was that we had cleaning ladies that come over about once a month at the time, just to kind of deep clean and really dust the house. I was completely forgot about that. And right when I was about to leave, they come in the house, and I was like, fuck, dude. No way. Because I didn't realize that I had to leave the oven on with these ladies at the house, and it could smell. I wasn't really how sure how bad it was going to smell, but yeah, it smelled super fucking bad. So I ended up leaving, had the brownies in the oven, and sorry, I didn't really clarify that, but yeah, they were brownie edibles. I left the brownies in the oven. They had probably like 30-40 minutes to cook, and this is probably the best advice you can get from this video. Never, ever, ever, ever leave shit in the oven when you're not home. The only reason I left it in the oven because I knew someone was at least going to be home, but just don't do that. It's so stupid. So yeah, I make it to the dentist's office. It's only about 5 minutes away from my house, and my mom is there as well, waiting for me. And I'm kind of tweaking out a little bit, but not too much. I didn't really think the cleaning ladies were gonna know, like, it's just some edibles. It wasn't gonna smell too bad, right? While we're sitting in the dentist's office, just waiting to get called into the back, I get a FaceTime from my friend. He's like, yo, bro, I'm here, but there's fucking people here. I'm like, what? What do you mean there's people here? He's like, yeah, there's like 2 ladies here. I was like, oh, fuck, dude. There's supposed to be cleaning ladies coming over. Forgot completely. I was just like, fuck it, dude. They don't even speak English. Just go in and turn it off. And in hindsight, it's probably so fucking funny to think about from their perspective. Because, like, there's just some random guy coming into the house they've never seen before, turning off the oven, and then leaving. Like, what the fuck? He texts me. He's like, yeah, bro, we're good. Nothing really happened. All good to go. I was like, sick. I come back from the bathroom to go sit down with my mom, and she's just looking at me. And I see her texting someone, and I'm like, oh, fuck. She's like, hey, why does it smell really bad in the house? Did something happen before you left? And I was like, no, I don't think so. Like, I just try to play it off, you know? And she's like, yeah, the cleaning lady's texted me saying it smells really, really bad in the house. Like, I'm gonna probably go over and check it out, like, after this. And I was like, fuck, no, bruh. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll let you know. I'll go back to the house too, because like I was gonna leave right after the dentist to go to the house and go to the beach. And she was like, oh, okay, I'll see you there then. So I get the dentist appointment over with. It was, like I said, only 20-30 minutes. It was just a quick evaluation. So I get that done with, rush the fuck home, knowing my mom might come home too. And right when I walk into the house, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, this is bad. It smelled horrible, bro. And at the time, I wasn't really used to, like, flower smell because I wasn't really smoking that much, like I said. But I immediately knew, like, anyone could tell it smells horrid, bro. It smelled like a fucking green room in there. It was really, really bad. And thankfully, the cleaning ladies were kind of just getting their shit over with. They were kind of about to be leaving, but I could tell they knew. They obviously knew some shit was going on because they just gave me such a weird, dirty look, and I was like, fuck. I went into the kitchen, got all the brownies out of the oven, put them all in a plastic bag, and I was like, fuck it, let's dip. I sprayed so much Febreze around the whole house because at the time I didn't have any Ozium. I didn't know nothing about like clearing the smell of smoke, and Febreze does jack shit basically. Opened up a couple windows, and yeah, it really didn't do too much. My mom got home probably like 15 minutes later because she had to do some shit at work, I guess. So I'm already on the way to the beach, talking to my homies. I'm like, yo, guys, we're probably gonna have to eat all of these today because I can't take this shit home. I came with 5 homies. The other 3 were like, yeah, dude, I don't even want to eat edibles today. I'm kind of just chilling. My best friend, he's like, you know what? Fuck it, bro. Let's take some edibles today. We ate a whole bunch of them. I didn't finish all of them. I had maybe like 1 or 2 left at the end. But they were pretty decent. They were good. They kind of hit a little bit. They weren't the craziest thing in the world, but they didn't taste like shit. That was probably my favorite part. They tasted okay. So yeah, they hit okay. We were at the beach. We were just chilling. But when I get to the beach, I get a text from my mom. She's like, "Hey, the house smells like it smells horrible. It smells like pot. Like what was going on here?" Like, so there was just either 2 options. I could either just lie, say the cleaning lady was smoking fat gas in the house, fuck that lady, fire her, never have her come back, or just be straight up, just be honest, stop lying. And you know what? I was like, fuck it. You know, I've always been told honesty is the best policy. Might as well just tell the truth instead of keep lying for years and years. There's no point. Might as well just deal with it now, see what happens. And it honestly didn't go as bad as I thought it would be. She was kind of understanding with it. Obviously was still a little pissed. I left the whole house smelling like weed and wasn't really supposed to be smoking weed to begin with, but I kind of made my arguments, you know. I was doing good in school. I wasn't fucking off. I wasn't letting it affect my life. And that's just kind of how it has been since then. I really have been chill with it. I use it for medical purposes really. And that's just kind of how you have to go about it, man. If you really want to be able to tell your parents, it also depends on the parents because a lot of Hispanic parents literally think weed is like crack heroin. Like they will not accept it at all. That's how a lot of ethnic parents are. I feel like a lot of white parents will be like, "Oh, cool, let's smoke a little joint together," but that's not really how all Hispanic parents are. So I was really scared. But like I said, she was pretty chill about it. She's obviously not like smoking bongers with me, but she's more accepting of it at least. But it was still a pretty funny story time. Me and my homies got high as fuck. The cleaning ladies were just like, what in the fuck is going on? They thought they were in a trap house or something, maybe. No, I'm playing. Moral of the story basically is just don't make edibles in your house unless you live alone. Or if you want to let everyone in your apartment complex know that you smoke, then go ahead, make some edibles. But I appreciate you guys for coming through. Much love, more story times always coming through. And I'll see you soon. Peace.